It's morning here. Good morning. This is Lisa Johnson. I'm your certified life coach. Today, I wanted to hop on to talk about guarding your heart. On yesterday, I believe it was, I talked about guarding your mind. But this morning, I was reading a scripture, and it just so grabbed me. It's in Proverbs 24:3. It says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for out of it are the issues of life." And we know that. And then there's another version. I love the King James version. But another version says, "Keep thy heart with all diligence." And another version even said with vigilance. For out of it are the issues of life. So that tells me that your heart, the heart is what keeps us going. And once the heart, dies, then we die. But it says, keep your heart, guard your heart. Meaning, be careful what goes in your heart, because out of it flows the issues of life. In Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 45, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever's in your heart is going to come out of your lips. So be careful what you allow to enter into your heart. You have to guard it with vigilance, it says, like with all diligence, your heart, those issues of life. If you find yourself going downhill, watch what's happening with your heart. Be careful what's going on in your heart, because in that are the issues of life. And here, LisaJohnsonLifeCoach.com, we're about getting things done here on this channel. We're about seeing our dreams fulfilled. We're about walking into our calling and our purpose. We're about having our heart's desire. We're about, fulfilling that longing, that longing that you have. Some of us have things that we've been wanting for a long time. It hasn't happened yet, but it will. But you've got to guard your heart. So if you allow your heart to get, infiltrated with stuff, with stuff, and then you stop believing, you start, the negative, going into you. You start daily, just gradually drawing back, and then your heart is slowly dying. Not a physical death, but a spiritual death, where you just like, no, it's just, maybe it's for the other person. It's not for me. Well, let me tell you something about this channel if you don't know yet. This channel is for the underdog. This channel is for those that have been overlooked, those that are ready to give up, those that you're at your wits' end, those that have felt like life has passed them by. This is what the folks that watch this channel, this is for you. This is your channel. This is for the channel of those people that you would kind of kick to the curb. Okay? This is the channel for those people who you were what some people call the black sheep of the family. Those that you had it rough. You always had to struggle. Nothing was given to you. Okay? This is for you. And so now we're talking about guarding your heart, okay? You've made it this far. It's been rough, it's been tough, but you're still here, okay? So your life is not over. See, I'm talking about vigilance now. So this is when you get mad, you get stirred up. Sometimes you just have to get mad and you get stirred up, because I'm feeling and I'm sensing that someone is like, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my chance? When is it going to happen for me? It's going to happen, but you've got to guard your heart with all diligence. Be vigilant about it. I talked about in the previous channel, sometimes God just saves the best for last. So if you are that person where it never came easy for you, you're a fighter, because you're still here. Because you could have easily given up. And maybe at one point you did throw in the towel, but you grabbed that towel back and you're back in the ring. I often say quitters never win and winners never quit. So in the boxing, when they're doing the 1, 2, like you're going down for the count, but you get back up. You just, you get your mind fortified, and no, I'm not going out like this. So get your fight back and says, no, I'm not going out like this. Guard your heart. Today I challenge you to guard your heart. That's what life coaching does. We challenge you. We inspire, we motivate, we encourage, we walk alongside you, but we also challenge you. Because I'm not going to let you go down on this channel, because this channel right here, we're for the folks that, you know what, folks have counted you out. But once you make it, because you will make it, but in your heart, you've got to believe that you're going to make it. And I'm not telling you anything that I've read. I'm telling you what I know. Because I was that person. Don't judge a book by its cover. Looks can be so deceiving. I've been through it too. But I'm still here. And I've made it to the other side. Do things still happen? Absolutely they do. But I'm guarding my heart. And I want you to guard your heart. Because out of it flows the issues of life. Some of us are so frustrated. We get so downtrodden. We get so, easily deterred. We get so distracted. We get so, like life is just, not worth living. There's always a brighter tomorrow. And you have to believe that. Good things will happen to you. You have to believe that. Let that fighter rise up in you. You're a winner. These aren't just words. These are words that you have to speak to yourself. Because out of it flows the issues of life. And out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. There's death and life in the power of the tongue. Where is that? Proverbs 18:21. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So if you've been speaking like, it's never going to happen for me, well, it's never going to happen for you. So turn that around and start speaking life over your life. Say, the best is yet to come for me. Say, my season is coming. Say, things are going to get better. Say, I may have been down yesterday, but I'm coming up. There is a brighter tomorrow. You got to believe it. I can't believe it for you. Some things that you got to believe for yourself. I've had mentors in my life that have encouraged me, and I thank God for them. But at the end of the day, I have to believe it. I had to believe it. When I was down to my last, when life tried to suck the life out of me, when trials and tribulations came, and I wanted to quit and give up, oh no, I had to go to that deep place. There's a place where deep calls unto deep, that you have to call upon deep, and you've got to talk to yourself, and you got to have a talk with Jesus, as the old folks say, and you got to say, oh no, I'm not going down for the count. I will make it. I will make it. I'm coming up out of this. This is not how I'm going to end. So what I always say in my channel, whether you've had a rough past, a bad childhood, whatever has happened to you, the best is still yet to come. Because the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Oh, it's in there. I don't know where it is, but it's in there. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. So if you've been last, you're coming up. You're going to come to the front of the line. But you've got to believe that. So guard your heart. Encourage yourself. It's time for you to fight for you. Get my book. Go to my website, LisaJohnsonLifeCoach.com. In that book, I talk about, I forget how many women right now, because I've gotten so stirred up for you. Sometimes you got to get a righteous indignation. You got to get a righteous anger. But in that book, I talk about women. Each one of them had a different scenario of different things that were going on in their lives. And they all had to choose at that crossroad which way they were going to go. Whether they were going to go right or whether they were going to go left. These are real people. And they had to make a determination which way they were going to go. Choose today which way you're going to go. And believe for the best. Believe that it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen. You have to hold on. You have to hold on. You got to encourage yourself. You got to speak life. You got to talk. You got to speak life over yourself. You need peace. I have peace today. I have the peace of God that passes all understanding. The joy of the Lord is my strength. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. You may say, well, I don't know the Bible. I don't know Jesus. Well, I invite you today to get to know him. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he really is our only hope. He was my only hope. If he didn't do it, I told him it wasn't going to get done. So I needed his help, and I had to draw from his strength. And he gave me that strength. So people say, how can you be so sure about him? Because you know how on a resume you talk about experiences? I have experiences with him. My resume is filled with him. Things that only he could have done for me. No one else. No one else can take the credit. So look back over your life. Look back over your life. Some things that you may have thought somebody else was helping you. But look over your life and see that resume again. Dust that resume off again. You'll see that it was him. So no one can tell me. And you better know that it was him. Because when life gets tough, you have to. You got to know where your strength lies. Life coaches, we help bring clarity. We come up with a game plan. We help you, come up with a strategy. But at the end of the day, if the truth be told, there's a person that you're going to need in life who's bigger than a life coach, because a life coach needs him. So today I just came on to tell you to guard your heart and dig deep and have a talk with Jesus. But don't you dare give up, and don't you dare quit. And if you have thrown in the towel, grab that towel back and say, I'm not going on like this. Absolutely, you're not on this channel. We fight on this channel. There are fighters. There's champions. There are people who've made it to the other side, and they're not going back. So I don't care how hard life gets. I don't care how tough it gets. When the tough gets going, you fight. Let that champion come up in you. Because I know there's a champion in you, because you're still here. After all that you've been through, I know what I'm talking about today. So guard your heart and watch what comes out of your mouth. Speak life. And I'll see you on the next video. It's time to get vigilant. Oh, yes, it is. I'll see you next time. Get that book, LisaJohnsonLifeCoach.com, and I would love to be your life coach. Shoot me an email. We can talk.